What's up, Sagittarius Collective? Thank you for joining me for your energy reading. My name is Keita. If it's your first time joining me, welcome. And if you've been riding with me for a minute, thank you and welcome back. I've already pulled you guys' cards, and this is some dope energy, but I've been through this before, and so it may not feel good to you guys, because what's coming up is in a nutshell is that you all are having experiences that are drawing you to uh, establish, communicate, maintain, and uphold boundaries in ways that you have never probably felt before, or it's just not, you've not felt it as intensely as before. And the reason why that is taking place for many of you is because you're breaking ancestral patterns. You're in a period of karmic release, just by 111, because you're creating a new beginning by way of a crown chakra upgrade. So if that resonates with you, you may want to grab your journal and start jotting down some of what is coming forward, because I have asked that the spirit speak to me and through me so that I can bring forth the best message for you all. So the card you all got from the Gateway of Light activation is the Ancestral Realm, Karmic Release, Healing the Lineage, and Boundaries. So if you like me, I know I, for one, come from a long line of independent women who have had to circumstantially live from a very masculine, dominant space. Like, they've operated in dominant masculine energy as the providers and the protectors and all of that, right? And so when it comes to drawing boundaries, the lines have been blurred, because there's that that imbalance of feminine energy. And so many of you may be in that space, whether you are actively working with your ancestors, your ancestor, or at your ancestor altar, doing veneration and honoring, and being intentional about working towards or working with your ancestors and working towards ancestral healing. But regardless, whether you're being intentional or not, for a lot of you, that's what's taking place. What's going on with my throat chakra? Many of you are needed to speak up in ways that you're not familiar with, and having throat chakra awakenings. And that card didn't come out, but my throat wasn't bothering me before I pushed play. So there's that. But yeah, working with the ancestral realms to clear some of those karmic contracts, some stuff you brought into this lifetime that was in your DNA from another lifetime, some past life healing, some ancestral healing is taking place. And you're just in a learning process, learning how to do these things, learning how to face them, learning how to know when these type of situations are confronting you, and you're pulling from ancient wisdom through this spirit of the halls of learning. So it says, spirit guides, confirmation, and great lessons. A lot of this shit is coming up because it's a cycle that you've been going through. Like I said, it's past life stuff, it's ancestral stuff. You've brought it through by way of your DNA into this lifetime, and it stops with you. The buck stops with you in this day and time, because you are learning great lessons of cutting it, nipping that shit in the bud, getting to the root of why you've struggled with setting boundaries, or ancestral patterns that have played out in your life or in your family, generational curses and patterns. Y'all, we are cutting those cords and breaking those chains. So Congratulations to you. I want to say that it is not easy to be that one that in your familiar line that has been chosen to carry this torch, but y'all got this. So at the top of the deck, you have the crown chakra upgrade. And here you have a dove here with an abundance of light, because you have help from your ancestors, your spirit guides, the divine, the Holy Spirit, helping you through these situations through divine connection, holy experiences, and miraculous energy. You're seeing miracles unfold right before your eyes, because a lot of that toxic shit that has been playing out in your life, you never saw an end to it. You never saw the answers or a fix or the antidote, but now you're coming to realize that you are the antidote. You are the answer, and the answers are, it's nothing outside of you. It's nothing external. It's the stirrings within you. It's in your blueprint. It's in your DNA. So just like the problem or the issue or the toxicity and the low vibration, the trauma is in your DNA, the answer, the antidote, the miracle, all of that is in your DNA as well. And you have help from the etheric realm and your team of light to help you tap into that and remember that you're the one. You got it all within you. It's nothing you need to seek outside of you. And at the bottom of the deck, you're becoming more clear about what is in your Akashic records. Clearing old stories, releasing past lives, freedom. For a lot of us, as I have mentioned about that throat chakra situation, and I've been talking to a lot of people as I've been doing readings in the community, we have these throat chakra blockages, and we're experiencing these crown chakra upgrades because a lot of the issue is that we have not been speaking up for ourselves, and there's things that we have dared to say out of fear of repercussion or how people gonna feel about it and things like that, right? Haven't been speaking our truth, and we feel like, oh, just saw 7-11, because this is very much a divine experience that we're living out here and divine lessons that we're learning. But a lot of that fear not only is like that surface level in this reality, oh, what if I say this gonna set off a domino effect of negativity and chaos, right? No, there's that fear because you were persecuted in a past life, because you spoke your truth or you used your throat chakra to speak about spirituality or to champion different causes. In a past life, you were that one in the family who spoke the truth and didn't hide the family secrets for the sake of keeping the peace and whatnot. Like, you were that person, and then you were persecuted and shunned and traumatized in some way, and so that has blocked your throat chakra. You came into this lifetime with that that trauma, that thing that stopped you. I know for me, I had a vision of myself hanging from a tree by a noose, and in that lifetime it was brought to me, my awareness, that in that lifetime I was a healer of some sort, and I was using my voice to bring truth to light and light to the truth. And so up to this point, and still a little bit now, there are remnants of where I need to work on my throat chakra. But up to this point, oh my God, y'all, I hated confrontation. Hated it. And the killing part about it is I've always been such a boldly truthful person. Some would even say, hell, I would even say tacky. I've said a lot of shit and I look back and be like, Keita, that was tacky as hell. And I didn't mean no harm, yo. Like, I real life was just speaking my mind on some shit, you know what I'm saying? Or speaking without thinking. You know, I'm an Aries. That's an Aries trait, yo. Lacking tact sometimes, because we'll hit the ground running. It's a fire sign. We're going to initiate. We're going to, like, we get a spark an idea or something, and we off to the races with it, opposed to sitting with it, thinking about it before we start taking action or let it come out of our mouth. And so that can be a good thing and that could be a bad thing. But that being a bad thing in some cases in the past, like, aside from that, speaking my truth and saying whatever and it be tacky and I done offended somebody and I didn't mean to, or whatever the case, like, there were several times where I needed to speak my truth and say some shit and protect myself and confront some shit, and I didn't, because everything in me hates confrontation, and I would get nervous, and it wasn't a matter, oh, I'm scared to fight or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that. It was just, people pleasing. I don't want to rub nobody the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be the one that calls the shit out. And now, yeah. Don't ask me how I feel about some shit if you don't want to really hear how I feel about the shit. And I honor myself so much now that even if you don't ask me, there are those times where I'm going to use my discernment to say what I need to say. Yeah, we're going to cut the shit like the Queen of Swords. We're going to cut through the bullshit these days. And so that's where y'all at with it. I'm going to clarify this reading, just saw 11:11. Because this is taking y'all to a whole new level of being along your journey, because you're expressing yourself more boldly and you are now becoming that or remembering, aligning with that version of yourself that is an example of how to stand in your truth, how to speak your truth, how to break those patterns of karma, entertaining bullshit, knowing better and not doing better, just being low vibrational and toxic and entertaining people who bring that energy into your life. You're protecting your energy more. So I would not be surprised if the Queen of Swords come out here, or the King of Swords. Hell yeah. Okay. 10 of Wands. When you got the 10 of Wands, you is motherfucking tired, right? The 10 of Wands is that energy of carrying burdens, having a lot of responsibility and a lot that you're trying to carry on your own, being overwhelmed. But when you get to this point, Sagittarius, see, this type of energy not good for y'all. One's energy is very much Sagittarius energy, as it represents fire, and Sagittarius is a fire sign, right? But this too much. This that shit that's gonna test you to your breaking point, right? And Sagittarius likes to be free and learn and explore, and you can't do all that when you carrying everything and everybody's problems, and you carrying the bulk of the weight in a situation. Like, no. So y'all are at this point where a burdensome cycle is ending for you. Because as you can see here, Mama is standing here with her hand on, I guess that's one of the staffs. Let me count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now that's her cane. And she got her caduceus right here. Oh, I wish I had that book. My nails is 30. I wish I had that book, that signs and symbols book. What I do with it? I need to start keeping that on this table so that when stuff like this come up, I can share. But the caduceus is the sign, like that, what's that pledge that the doctors and the nurses make to help people at all costs, or no matter what, like even if they off the clock, if somebody's in need, they've made this pledge to be of service to people. That's y'all, and it's in this basket with these ones that represents your energy. But you've been carrying too much energy. You've been carrying everybody else's energy, and you've been carrying everybody else's problems, and you needing to set boundaries, because if you have not reached this point already, you are on the brink of reaching burnout. Mama can't carry all this. She done dropped all the shits. And for these to be ones, they not lit up. Like there's no fire on them. It's like she was taking them somewhere. And then she dropped them. Then she dropped them. And then she dropped them. And now she worried because ain't nobody out there but her. And she's expected to pick all this shit up. But you know what? She don't have to. First of all, I'm tired. And second of all, clearly I can't carry all this shit. So my other choice is I can go on by my business and go tell somebody else, hey, I dropped them ones back there on 3rd and Macklemore. And I'm need y'all to get somebody to go get them. Y'all might want to hurry up for somebody to steal them. Like, call in some help. Stop feeling like you got to take on all this shit by yourself. And the help you need to call in is your ancestral team. Your team of light. And not only are they available to help you with your burdens, the heaviness that you're carrying. For many of you, this situation is calling for you to give people back their shit. Here, this your one. This your shit. That ain't my shit. I just had this situation happen to me just yesterday with a family member who is incarcerated, calling me with their stress and drama, trying to give me a to-do list of shit to do to get me involved in some shit that ain't got nothing to do with me. And I'm all about being supportive, but you're not about to make your stress my stress when I am working hard as hell to maintain my peace and protect my energy. So, I say all that to say, y'all got to govern yourselves accordingly if you have not already, because this is not a healthy energy to maintain. Like, if you stay in this, there are certain burdens that you just do not need to carry, that stuff that don't involve you, and you're learning some major lessons and making some major shifts when you draw boundaries and show people better than you can tell them what it looks like to love yourself enough to draw boundaries and uphold them. So at the top of the deck, release. Release is equivalent to death in the tarot, right? And that's significant change, transformation, because y'all are releasing these burdens. I'm no longer taking on Big Mama shit, Uncle Joe shit, granddaddy shit, my cousin shit. I'm not taking on all of that. Whether if it's a work thing, I'm not taking on the supervisor who make more money than me but putting their work on my desk shit. I'm not taking on all this shit. This shit ain't mine. We no longer doing that. We cutting those cords, and we are completing those cycles and learning the lessons well enough to not have to repeat them anymore. We taking the wisdom and we are moving on. This man here got his arm stretched out with his prized horse, and for many of you, this is that stop. Before you even come over here with that shit, don't call me with that. You know what I'm saying? You in your peaceful place. You can see your castle above, beyond the horizon, and you letting it be known, I am done with this shit. So let me go back to 10 of Wands before we dive into the meaning of release more. It says working too hard or too many hours, the need for balance in your life. Let others help you. Health problems due to stress. This type of energy definitely manifests into cancer and ulcers and lupus and just all kinds of dis-ease in the body, because your body is at dis-ease. It's too much stress. You're carrying too much, whether you physically carrying too much, mentally or emotionally carrying too much. It's too much. And for many of y'all are empaths, so you can't afford to be carrying everybody else's shit anyway, because you like a sponge. You absorbing other people's energy. Make sure y'all taking care of y'all spiritual hygiene, cleansing your energy on a regular, taking your energy clearing baths, working with crystals to help you clear your energy. And yeah, it's time out for that dumb shit. And that shit runs deeper than just, oh, they getting on my nerves right now and they expect me to do everything and handle everything. No, these are ancestral things. These are past life things that have been going on for a long ass time, but you releasing it. You going through death and transformation. You going through a rebirth, and this new version of you that's being born is not carrying everybody's burdens. It says endings that lead to new beginnings. The need to release situations or people that hold you back. Spiritual transformation. That's enough said on that one. And at the bottom of the deck, 3 of Pentacles. People that you can work with. Teamwork. This woman here, she's working solo, right? She got a hammer and a what do you call this thing? A chisel. Yeah. In a traditional tarot deck, the 3 of Pentacles has 3 individuals standing around, like receiving instruction. Like the guy, he's standing looking like an architect or something, and he's teaching them like how things are to be done, teamwork. But in this card, she's working by herself, but she's able to focus on her craft, because you can't see the people that's working with her because they off doing their part, what they supposed to be doing, handling their share of the responsibility. Therefore, she's able to focus on her part of the responsibilities, her part of the project. You know what I'm saying? This is the type of energy that you want to be in and that you are working towards. It says do what you love, recognition for the highest quality of work, especially creative endeavors, being paid well for your craft, working well with others, and excellent reputation. A lot of this message is about the people that you have been trying to manifest your goals with. For many of you, you are coming to realize that what has been blocking your blessings is the energies that you've been surrounding yourself with. The burdens that you've been carrying that are not yours. The burdens you've been carrying that are the burdens of, or the responsibility of, people who could do the shit for their damn self. We all need help at some point. But there are times where people find themselves in situations and scenarios that they brought on themselves, and you would be hindering them from learning the lesson if you don't let them work that shit out themselves. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you don't have it to give. Whether it's the energy, the money, whatever the resources, if you ain't got it, you ain't got it. You cannot give from an empty cup. And I want to point out what was underneath this 3 of Pentacles, because what it's gonna take in order for you to get to this 3 of Pentacles energy, where you can focus on your shit and surround yourself with people who are productive and can help you focus on your shit, and that you can trust to do their part and not put too much on you, is tapping into your Emperor energy, which was right underneath the 3 of Pentacles. Take your power back. Reclaim your power. Take charge of your life. Step into your leadership. Sagittarius, step into your leadership energy. Take the lead in your life, opposed to being in a woe is me. Oh, I'm the victim and everybody putting their shit on me, and I don't know how I'm gonna handle this. Don't handle their stuff. Give them their stuff back. Here, cousin Rodney, here go your stuff. I can't pick up your kids from school no more. Whatever it is, get them folks their shit back. And if it's people calling you and dumping on you about their rough day and all that, draw a boundary. Hey, ask me if I have the capacity to be a listening ear or somebody you can vent to before you call and start dumping on me and then further drain my energy. Ask me if it is it okay. That's something we need to get in the habit of, and that's something I'm learning to do as well. But yeah, you want to get in your Emperor energy, your masculine, your divine masculine energy. It says logic and organization will increase your success. Take charge of the situation. Accept a leadership role, structure, and discipline. This message is for you if you find yourself at a point of overwhelm with how you feeling about something, about with the responsibilities that you have, whatever the case, where you may be feeling that overwhelm and you on the brink of breaking down. This is the energy that you're needing to tap into. Your Emperor energy. Take your power back. Reestablish your stability. because the Emperor is represented by the number 4. Lay a new foundation. 4s represent stability, safety, foundations, balance. You needing to restore the balance in your life and put your focus toward wish fulfillment, what you want, and fuck how everybody feel about it. So, y'all, I hope this message found you well. If it did not find you well, I hope that it leaves you well. If you're needing a personal reading, feel free to email me at turquoisemajesty@gmail.com. Let me know down in the comments if the reading resonated with you, or if you have questions, leading negativity. If you got any, if you made it up to this point and you still got something negative to say about what was said, don't worry about it. We don't want to hear it. Don't share it. That's okay. That's all right. We keep it on the high vibe around here with Turquoise Majesty. So until next time, peace.